It's time for our daily affirmation, inspiration, and mindful journaling prompt. I'm reading from my book, Inner Affirmation Inspirations. It's got 365 different inspirations. You can get it on Amazon or on my website. And today we are on Inspiration 355. Forgiveness frees me. By letting go of anger, resentment, and pain, you release the weight of negative emotions that are holding you back. Forgiveness is not about condoning the actions of others, but releasing yourself from the burden of carrying the hurt that they caused. It's a gift that you give to yourself, allowing you to move forward with grace and compassion. Forgiveness is a practice and a process, and it may take time to fully let go of the hurt. With patience and persistence, you can cultivate a spirit of forgiveness that will bring peace and healing to your life. When I read this, I think about the time that it took for me to heal and forgive anybody. And I would say this last time that I really had to work at it hard was when I left my ex-husband, who was emotionally and mentally and sexually abusive. He was a covert narcissist, and there was a lot of hurt on my part and a lot of blaming. But from the very beginning, I knew that I had to come to a place of forgiveness. I don't even know that I was conscious about it, but I had been through enough pain and hurt in previous situations that I knew that I needed to look inward and take responsibility for my part in the experience, but also let go of anything I was holding on to. And I would say, given the extent of the hurt and the trauma that I went through, I reached that point relatively quickly. The other thing that I needed to do, aside from forgiving my abuser, was to forgive myself. Forgive myself for accepting and tolerating what was really an intolerable situation. But forgiving myself was probably the hardest thing to do. Because our minds can go through that whole, I should have done this, I could have done that. If he had done that, I would have done this. But right? Like, you can do that all day long, and it won't get you anywhere. It just leaves your mind and your heart spinning round and round, and you're still hanging on to that hurt. And it, unfortunately, for some people, becomes a way that they identify themselves. They identify themselves with that hurt. And I've met people like that. I was raped as a teenager by my stepfather. And there are people that will say to me, "Oh, I'm so sorry. How do you feel about that?" I'm like, I got over that decades ago. I forgave that person. I forgave myself. I moved forward. I mean, that's just one example. But forgiving yourself can feel so liberating and so beautiful when you're finally there, when you're finally at that place where you don't care anymore because it's what happened, and you forgive all parties involved. Again, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't say that what was done was right. It just means that you're able to move forward and you're not carrying this rock around in your heart. Your mindful journaling prompt for today is, how has forgiveness helped me let go of past hurts? Have a lovely day.